Antonio Abrunhosa, who is the Chief Executive of the International Tobacco Growers Association, joins us live now via Skype from Portugal. Antonio, thank you. Do you think it's a realistic dream to have a smoke-free UK in 20 years?
Well, as you can imagine, the growers don't question any measure taken by the health community to reduce consumption. We don't question that. We just question what will happen when these measures don't have any significant impact on health, but may or will have a devastating impact on the growing community, which integrates more than 30 million growers all over the world. That's our problem.
Those 30 million growers over the world, as you have known for many years that smoking is being targeted, are they not getting support from the government? Are they not being encouraged to diversify?
It depends on the governments. You know, you have countries like Malawi where tobacco is so important that government has to support the growers. And in many countries, governments support tobacco growers in one way or another. But the question is, in 10 years now, with the Framework Convention on Tobacco Control from the World Health Organization trying to find alternative crops, it's very difficult for agronomical reasons or economical reasons, especially the economical ones, because there are some crops, very few ones, that can be more profitable, but the dimension of the crop of the market is so small that with such a huge community of growers, it's very difficult to replace tobacco by another crop. And in most of the places, it's just impossible to find an alternative.
The trouble is, Antonio, you're talking about profitability and people's livelihoods, but when we're talking about smoking, we're talking about death. You can't balance the two. Your producers, the producers of tobacco, are contributing in some small way, some would say, to the deaths of thousands of people in Britain and millions around the world.
Lorna, if you allow me, the question is not with the growers, it's with the governments. The governments are the most addicted institutions to tobacco because they make a lot of money out of it. Tobacco is legal. The growers just supply a demand that is out there. There is almost 1 billion smokers all over the world. It's going to increase just for demographic reasons. And, you know, a lot of people just decide they smoke. I saw your piece before. Some people know what they did and some people just don't know. But most of the smokers decide to smoke, and I don't think there is any other consumer more informed of what he's doing than a smoker. But as I said, the question is not about the consumption. The question is, when the measures proposed do not affect consumption or very little, and the impact might be, there are perfect impacts. You know, when you say, for instance, that plain packaging might be efficient, plain packaging most probably will just start a huge contraband because the smokers will want to have their product as before. And so the consequence for growers will be that there will be a price war that will affect the growers, and the impact on consumption will probably very little or even irrelevant. And that's what we question when measures like, you know, there are measures being proposed now to reduce by government decree the production in the producing countries.
Okay.
No smoker will ever stop smoking because his country reduced its tobacco production. Some other country will just increase their production. So these measures are well-intentioned, but as we say in my country, hell is full of good intentions.
Antonio Abrunhosa, thank you for talking to us today. Thank you.
Thank you very much.